Hi everybody, my name is Katie at KatieMFitness and today I'm stretching. So for this workout today, the only equipment that I'm using is a mat, but depending on your flexibility, you may want to use yoga blocks or a chair and a yoga strap or a towel. Let's go ahead and start. Let's start with some shoulder rolls. Circle the other way. One more and roll that back, pull down and hold. Interlock your fingers behind your back, straighten your arms and lift away from your back. Take your right ear to your right shoulder. Other side. And back to the center, chin to your chest. We're going to gently place our hands on the back of the head and press. Make sure you're not rounding those shoulders, but shoulders stay back, chest is out, and we're just bending through the head. And relax that down. Taking a deep breath, inhale up and let it out. Do that again. All right, we're going to bring this to the front and lock your fingers, turn your palms out, tuck your chin to your chest, extend those arms forward. So really press through the palms and then push through that upper back and pressing in opposite directions here. And bring that up. Extend those arms, palms facing the ceiling. And exhale to one side. Turn and look up at the ceiling. Bring it back to the center. Go to the other side. And back to the center. And roll that out. All right, let's swing through the arms here. And we're going to catch one arm across the body. We're going to pull that shoulder away from the ear. Feel that stretch. And bring that up and behind the head. We're going to reach around with that other arm. So this is where a yoga strap or a towel would come in handy. If your fingers don't meet, you can always grab a towel here. Then turn and look out over that shoulder. And back to the center. Relax that down. Swing your arms. Then we're going to go to the other side here. So bring that one arm across the body, shoulder away from the ear. And bring that up behind the head. Reach around with the other arm. And look out over your shoulder. And relax that down. Swing your arms. And big arm circles. Circle the other way. All right, we're going to come to the end of the mat. Inhale up and exhale forward. Again, this is where a chair or yoga blocks would come in handy if you need that. And from here, we're going to walk this out to down dog. Pedal your heels. And hold one heel down. Switch. And bring that into up dog. Shoulders are back and down. And set that back into child's pose. And bring that all the way up to your hands and knees. Curl your toes under, and we're going to sit back on the heels and circle through your wrists. Circle the other way. And relax that down. We're going to come back to the hands and knees. We're going to place our tops of our feet flat on the mat, and we're going to press up here, stretching through the top of the feet and the ankles. And set that down, curl your toes under, sit back on your heels, and we're going to come back to the mat. So palms are going to go flat on the mat, so toes are facing your knees. And then you can sit that back. Now, if you don't like that, you can always just extend the arms out, palms up, fingers down. You can gently pull back on the fingers. Just make sure that you switch sides. And this time we're going to go the back of the hand on the mat. Or again, it could be palm down, fingers down. Just make sure you switch sides if you're pulling back on those hands. And relax and circle through your wrists. Circle the other way. All right, from here we're going to come back to the hands and knees. We're going to bring our knees together. Feet are going to come out a little wider than your hips. You're going to reach behind the knees and pull those calf muscles out of the way. So you're going to pull back and off to the side there, and you're going to sit down in between your feet. So this would be another stretch where having a towel or yoga blocks come in handy. If you can't make it all the way down to the mat in between your feet, you could set something underneath there. Going to interlock the fingers, turn the palms out, and we're going to stretch this up. Trying to keep that chin parallel to the floor, so not too high, not too low. And relax the arms down, but we're going to hold this stretch here on the legs for just a few more seconds. All right, bring that back up to your hands and knees, and we're going to press back with one foot there, so toes to the mat, and we're pressing and reaching, extending that leg. And switch. All right, back to hands and knees, and we're going to bring this up. One leg comes forward. We're going to lean into that front leg. Inhale your arm up and exhale over. And back to the center. Relax that arm down. Hold that stretch. And then let's take this to the mat. Hands to the mat. And bring that up. Bend your back knee. Trying to pull that heel to your glutes. And then you can bring this forward. You can bring it back, or you can rock it. And relax that down. Switch sides. And back to the center. Hold that stretch. And bring it to the mat. And bring that up and bend your back knee. And relax that down. We're going to come all the way down on our bottom on the mat. Legs are extended out, toes are pointing up. Taking a big breath and exhale forward. Now this is another stretch where you could place the block at the end of your feet. That's if you're very flexible. That would help. Or you can just interlock your fingers behind your feet. So toes are up. On your next exhale, see if you can lower a little more toward the legs. And bring that back up. Now we're going to bring the bottoms of the feet together. Our knees are going to point out. We're going to interlock our fingers around the toes, and we're going to sit up straight and tall, thinking about pressing those knees toward the floor. Now they're probably not going to touch the floor, but you're just going to press toward the floor, and you're going to sit up straight. And if you can, exhale forward over your legs. And relax. Go ahead, straighten your legs back out, but then we're going to take them out to either side for inner thigh stretch. So we're going to walk this out. And see if you can walk that out just a little more lower, a little more toward the floor. So don't let those shoulders round. Shoulders are going to stay back. Chest is out. And walk that back in. And we're going to stretch over to one side. Come back to the center. Let's go to the other side. And back to the center, and legs come together. Shake that out. Go ahead and lower all the way down on the mat. Extend your legs up. Circle through your ankles. And circle the other way. And point flex. Take that side to side. and wiggle through your toes. All right, go ahead, place both feet back on the mat. Knees are bent. We're going to extend the arms open out to either side. Lift those knees up over your chest, and then we're going to twist. We're going to lay them down to one side. We're going to turn our head in the opposite direction. You can place a hand on those knees if you want to keep the knees together. On your next inhale, come back to the center. Go to the other side. And back to the center, and feet go back on the mat. From here, we're going to cross one ankle over the opposite knee. We're going to pull that knee in toward the chest. Figure 4 stretch here. And you can rock this side to side if that feels good. All right, come back to the center, set that down and switch. And bring that back to the center and set that down. All right, so from here, we're going to bring that all the way up, and we're going to come up to standing. Take in a deep breath, inhale up, and exhale, and do that again. Inhale up, and exhale. All right, so that is it for this stretching routine. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did. If you did, please be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and please be sure to share this workout with family and friends. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you the next time.